The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jay Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight.
Uh-oh!
Up they go!
That'll jam your tailbone.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side is less experienced inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry. Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage. His stamina is getting tested here.
Attacks like that one will continue to get Jay his respect.
A consistent attack being mounted on Jacob Fatu.
Jacob's having trouble assessing the situation.
This War Games just got Uzi. Zayn joining the original Bloodline side. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uzi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Super kick! Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Uzi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
That hit connects from Sami Zayn. Every attack is lingering even longer right now.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even.
Jacob thought,
Here we go again.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
What's he gonna do here? Oh, that hurt! If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's gotta be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
He tosses him over and into the other ring.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Launched into the cage.
And there's another focused attack to his head.
Super kick!
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself the Tribal. And Tonga Loa gets knocked off his game there.
Yeah, and Jay had him well measured. Uso.
And looking at Jey Uso. Timer's almost up. This next entrant gives their team the advantage inside the cage.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
Sami's scheme sure helping him out there. From the middle rope, back
Did you see that?
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance.
He's looking for yet another exclamation mark. Absolutely spiked DDT.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
Using the elbow as a weapon.
Oh, man.
Climbing up the War Games steel structure. Better be careful.
Top rope.
Uso with the Uso splash.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But If he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games. Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his Bloodline.
Uso with a big punch. Now he's yeeting along. Super kick! And another stiff shot to the head here. Super kick! And an uppercut!
Intense look in the eyes as he calculates his next strike.
OG.
From the top. Diving headbutt. The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
Enziguri. Sami Zayn with a big boot.
Zayn has this wrapped up. Down with the Samoan drop. Super kick. Nope. Yeah. Oh. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
8 men in. This war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this Uso.
And now here's Jimmy Uso. And what a maneuver we just saw there.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron.
That was vicious.
Jimmy might have just finished things.
And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality.
I can hardly hear myself think. They're bringing the house down tonight. This is unbelievable. Now looking at Jay.
A cracking blow from that flying trash can.
Slowly getting back up.
And he is not going to like what's next.
Absolutely gassed here.
I'm positive this wasn't in his game plan, but if he wants to survive this match, he needs to come up with a new plan ASAP.
Just punched him right in the middle. Right in the face.
My God.
Clock counting.
Flying.
Crank in the head.
And now the new Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Non-stop blows. His head is becoming a bigger target.
And that was a precisely measured attack. He's going under the apron. He must certainly have a plan here. Just mashing them with that hammer.
Oh, disturbing impact.
The last combatant in assesses the situation.
Entering running, nasty boot by Zayn.
No doubt, Sami just ended this.
Ooh. And slamming their opponent's face to the canvas.
Sami making the climb.
Stalking his prey. Ready to strike. Top rope. Splash!
Jimmy might have just finished things.
Starting to scale up the War Games wall. He's got Uso.
And now Jimmy Uso.
Will Jimmy seal this up? Looks like setting up a spear. Feeling like it's over. for Sikoa. Scaling this unforgiving War Games kick. Top rope. Splash by Jay. Jay nailed all of it.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Good God, what force. The hammer dropped. Literally, something might be broken.
Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation. He just put him through the table, and who knows what he's thinking now.
Well, there are no signs of the brutality ending yet, Saxton. Uso,
But now here's Jey Uso.
Jay can seal it here. Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
And he kicks out of the pin at one.
Wow.
And Team Roman wins the War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and